Thing had
Um.
Oh, we're live.
Whoa.
well, that's
hey,
alright. That's alright.
people.
But well, are we recording yet?
Yeah, I'm about to push record on the Audacity.
Sure. Yeah.
Does
We
anyone
can talk
even
a
listen?
little bit about some other Shaft things too.
Oh yeah, and how like they kind of bleed over into. Here's the thing. Before, is it okay if we only talk about like only the first 2 seasons, since that's what we've seen? And
That's what I was gonna mention. I've only seen the first 2 seasons.
Okay, we'll mention a tiny bit of the others, but I won't give any
like
spoilers.
Honeycomb and Hoshimitsu.
Yeah, I won't give major.
Yeah, it's fine to mention that.
Because
It's not like there's so much of a plot.
I've seen everything. I'm gonna buy everything. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, you guys ready?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I gotta turn this fan.
Oh yeah.
It's stifling in here.
At some point during the cast, we have to make some kind of reference to Sailor Moon, just being all, when you're done fighting evil in the moonlight, listen to Otaku Midnight.
Okay. All right. Well. Okay. Levels are good. Okay. All right.
No, it's fine to describe the new characters. I don't know about them, so it would help.
I'll talk about a little bit,
Okay, all right, first segment. All right. Ready in 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, welcome to Otaku Midnight, the first ever Otaku Midnight ever. So as always, I don't have Zeke Freak with me. He's on a mission in Tahiti. It's a very secret mission, I will say. But however, to make up for that, I actually have Keikaku Cat and a special guest. Please introduce yourself.
I am the infamous VZmkII.
Who is the ire of Toybox DX.
Was there once.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm part of. I'm part of. Collection DX though, which is the toy site that I told you about. Probably you heard me talk about Josh B. And yeah, he's a cool guy. He's not like those other guys. He doesn't really have a problem about or at least it's like he knows what it is
and is cool with it, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean maybe he doesn't know about my like hyper lolicon stuff and all that, or some of my more infamous. But he's fine with like my the fact that I collect like Figma.
Wait, we gotta stop a bit. I'm having our audio looping over itself, so I'm hearing everyone twice and then myself.
Oh wait, you probably do you have your video on? Do you have the video looping by any chance? Oh shit.
I can't tell. I can't hear you guys over my own voice playing again, and so along with the beginning of the recording.
You might want to get a good idea to probably just. Oh, this is going smoothly. Anyway, you might want to like just turn off like maybe the Google Plus page, not the one you're talking on, not that one. You don't want to do that.
That's probably why.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that's it.
Finally, I fixed it. I was hearing myself over ourself over ourself.
It's our self-ception.
Okay. Are we continuing?
Now that I've spliced through the chaos, hey, I'm Keikaku Cat, the Prince of Moe.
Yes. Yeah.
Is it the Dread Spectre of Moe?
I'm just the Moe agitator, it seems.
Yeah. Well, apparently, was it? I was once called the Moe fundamentalist terrorist.
Yeah, the Moe fundamentalist terrorist. I remember that.
They said I'm like a fundamentalist Islamic terrorist.
Well, that's scary.
Oh man, guys, for Haruhi! Yeah, that kind of thing.
Man,
If you do not watch Hidamari's sketch, I'm, if you do not convert to Moeism, then I cut off your head.
Yeah.
oh, I thought body pillows would rain from the planes.
Okay,
I tell Anubis all the time he's got to make like a mock video of like those like terrorist videos or like the Osama bin Laden videos where you have like in the background some like thing draped up and they're holding a gun and you make your demand
and you have like the music, that kind of thing.
And you have like the turban thing, like that's what I want. I want him to do that.
I would not dare touch that, but you
and he would be dead serious. He would like dead serious about.
Here are my demands. I demand everyone watch Hidamari sketch. Get right into the screen room right now and watch Hidamari sketch. That is our topic tonight, by the way. We will get to that in the second segment. So, mainly just the Keikaku Cat. So how you been? It's been about a month since we kind of last recorded.
There has been so much deep watching.
Deep watching, you say? So, tell us about you joining the cult of the Monogatari.
Well, one Shaft anime leads to another, and I finally got back into the Monogatari series. As of now, I've only watched all the ones Aniplex has released so far, so I'm only midway into Monogatari second season. I just finished up Moyoi, I get the names wrong, Mayoi Jinganshi, or however you pronounce that word for...
Yeah. It's, the same thing actually happened to me where I started watching, like I watched it one episode as it came out. I didn't get into it, and I didn't even start with the first episode. I saw the one I first started with was the one with Nadeko, because I saw this fan service, and I was like, what the hell?
That would definitely turn you off. Nadeko's like the worst character.
I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Like, even when I hit, like, of course, whenever I watch a show, I should be focusing on the story. All I'm focusing on is which character is my favorite. I gotta decide now, or I won't be able to keep watching. It's really hard. It's really hard because there's not really a character in Monogatari that I dislike. No, I don't even dislike Araragi, even though so many people hate him. But if I had to say I dislike one, it'd be Nadeko. It was like, wow, I hate her, but I don't know why.
What is it? Then the year after, which was smart actually, because it's the show where the Shaft shows are infamous for what you see on TV isn't the best version.
Yeah.
Wait a year.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, you gotta wait. So I watched the Blu-ray and I was like, hey, I really like this show, and it's one of those. I came for the fan service. I came for the Moe, and I was like, I actually like the story element.
Yeah.
Funny. I came because people told me that there was more to it than the fan services. I was like, no, it's a deep dissection of the human condition, and if you pay attention to all these, are like, okay, fine, now I'll watch it. Oh, and by the way, I can also enjoy the fan service.
Oh, see, I do things the reverse way. I get into it because of the Moe, the fan service. If there's a good story, also.
Well, that would be the reason why I watch, say, Strike Witches, but...
Yeah. Well, Strike Witches has really good characterization to go with.
Well,
that's a reason...
that's not what got me to watch it.
See, and that's why I talk about, I've probably mentioned it more times on NTR than I should. Strike Witches and Sky Girls. The difference is the directing. Even though they're like 99% the same show, it's really just comes down to...
Execution?
Yes. Strike Witches has so much better characterization, and even though it's very it's all world stereotypes, very character, but it has a sort of fun with them, and it has a general it has fun, and I really like those. I like the characters in Strike Witches, and it also has great fight choreography, where Sky Girls is
definitely
really just boring, and I don't recommend that. And I couldn't get past the second half.
I remember, like, I'm not sure which episode of NTR it was. Is like, did anyone like Sky Girls? Well, it turns out one person did. My coworker at work. Actually,
Oh, they seem. Wow, someone else actually watched Strike Witches. I mean, Sky Girls.
yeah, like one person.
Because nobody,
I had never even heard of it.
nobody talked
Sky
like.
Girl?
like
Yeah. That's what he said.
You know what the funny thing was? This was like years ago. I was at it was around the time when Comic-Con and the anime were like separate. It was like the anime convention were separate things, rather than now it's just combined and. But anyway, at the Funimation tape, I was telling them about Strike Witches, and this was before they actually licensed it. They said, "Oh, I like Sky Girls better," and I'm like Sky, yeah. I'm like thinking, wow, this person has not watched either because, and the irony was, Strike Witches was the one thing that got licensed by them.
How freaking ironic.
Well, thank goodness for that.
I got a real-time comment from Zeke Freak in Tahiti. Keikaku Cat confirmed for maximum deepness.
Is he really in Tahiti?
No, you can say that. You can say that. He's in Tahiti right now. He's doing stuff that the Tahitians do.
He's gonna start a war.
Basically.
So I guess you guys talk about what you guys have been watching.
Yeah. I've been watching Hidamari Sketch. Well, I kind of had to cram watch some of it because I was busy and a bunch of crap happened. I won't really go into that, but if you follow me on Twitter, you've probably been knowing, the whole TV disaster that's been going on with me. Yeah, and I've been watching Barakamon. I need to get back up to it. And
Well, it skipped a week, so it's not going to take that long.
I saw a couple episodes of that, and it was likable. I
definitely really like it. I'm glad Funimation has it.
yeah.
I'm the show of the seasons I'm watching. I'm really watching only 4. I'm watching.
I need to get back on Hanayamata.
Yes, that's the one. Hanayamata is probably the best show of the season. Followed by Lokodo.
Yeah.
Your shows of the seasons are things I'd never even watched.
If you like, well, it's actually, even though it's an idol show, it's not like Love Live or Idolmaster, because it's not really like the type of show that has like lots and lots of songs for. It's like, how those things are like. I hate using this, but it's like definitely like I hate saying this because it makes it sound like I don't like those things, which in fact I love those things. But it's like clearly like those things have tons and tons and tons of songs to sell, tons and tons of CDs. Lokodo isn't like that type of show.
Hey, oh yeah, real-time comment. How's VZ's copy of Flowers of Evil holding up?
I tried to sell it.
Oh,
trying to
good.
sell it.
I was going to say, at least give it to someone who wants it. I can't stand the idea of an anime being destroyed, regardless of what it is.
Oh,
Although
I'm not like that.
Obviously, I'm the only one here who actually likes Flowers of Evil, but it's like I've got it, so I can't take it because I don't want to. Seize him.
So the other thing is, also Himi Goto.
Oh, I need to get on that.
That is funny.
Oh, I need to get on that. I really need to get on that show.
Are you watching season 2 of Prisma Ilia?
Oh, I've actually been meaning to buy the Blu-ray to it. The reason why
I have a question about that. I never seen anything that's related to Type Moon. But I've seen screen caps to this thing.
Prisma Ilia's it's a weird alternate universe spin-off thing, and I watched it before I ever even watched Fate Zero or anything, so I didn't need any. I didn't need any prior knowledge.
Is it something that I could watch without?
It's something you can watch on its own.
Because isn't it just
later
like
after I watched Fate Zero, I eventually there'll be references that I didn't notice at all, and then I watched it a second. I was like, oh, now I get it, but it's not necessary.
Isn't it just the girls running around half naked or something? based on
Gee, when you say it
screenshots.
like that, it sounds terrible. Um,
No,
it's
that's actually awesome.
there are jokes. Yeah, okay, they do. um,
Well, didn't like one episode go full Sakura trick or something like that?
oh,
Yeah,
that
that
was
was the one
that was
I-
in season 2 with Kuro taking Miyu's mana by force. That way, that was indefensible. Yeah, that's a thing that happened.
Well,
and the final thing I'm watching is Rail Wars.
I'm sorry. I watched 2 episodes of Rail Wars and I just had to stop. I could put up with the animation because it's a brand new studio, but then it was just
Let me guess. Let me guess.
this isn't
Tsundere.
sexy. 2, it was just so boring.
It
to
it
me.
isn't
And
one of
then
those.
The other,
It is
it
one of
didn't
those
do anything
shows
to keep my attention.
that
And
I
that
like.
coupled with the animation, it just I couldn't find anything to like in it.
It is one of those shows that I like watch while I'm browsing like 4chan. It's not.
But it is funny to take off model screenshots and go rural words.
Um.
And I was like, oh boy, I love real wares.
to those.
Holy fuck! Is that Tsundere like way over the top though? I like the captain girl. You know, the captain, the one with the glasses and the braid. I wish
Yeah.
she was in it more. So that's about it. I'm actually getting. I have my copy of Love Live coming. You know, the Nisa release.
Still has yet to get his.
Yeah, it's
right.
actually sold out. It actually sold out.
No, don't worry. It's shipping. It's just not here.
But I'm just saying, it's actually it actually
I
sold
know, and
out.
I just want to be like, oh, but Americans don't buy anime, except this completely sold out. I was like, I want to be like,
Well, that's what I was telling. That's what I was talking about with Anubis yesterday. It's like, you know, you know, it's like, I know I probably brought it up more times than I should ever, but like, you know, Redline you could get for like pennies on the dollar.
$8.
Yeah.
I have it.
Yeah, cause man, yeah, it's like Redline. Okay, I liked Redline, but it's not an anime I would own per se.
Well, it's just a movie. It's not.
Well, the thing about but I keep bringing up Redline over and over is
Yeah,
I
because
was gonna say, I gotta be honest. I'm sorry, I get so peeved. I'm like, hey, I like Redline. It's great. Oh, okay, fine.
it's the best anime ever.
No, it's the thing.
Raise up
that-
your finger, like, well, this'll prove them wrong for sure.
It was the thing that people really wanted to be the Neo Akira, which is this thing that would get
Anime.
this thing
See,
that
I never
will
paid
get
attention to any of that.
this thing that will get like people that don't watch anime into anime.
No, that's Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Well,
Basically.
that's Attack on Titan. That's Space Dandy. But
Like,
they want.
I'll let people who don't watch anime at all, and all of a sudden I find out they, at work or something, they watched Attack on Titan subbed, even though they never even watched something in a foreign language before. It was just like,
And
wow, they were that.
And I told you know, and it's like I knew, like for one, I knew it was gonna bomb in Japan. There's no way that would have done.
Eh,
Oh,
I don't care.
But I was like,
Redline.
yeah.
but I was like, so like you know that feeling of when you verify something, and it's like the fact that it didn't even do well here.
Well, that's just because. Did Manga Entertainment advertise it at all? I mean, Manga has a funny Twitter account, but when did they do anything?
For a while.
Oh, I saw it, but then I didn't buy it in time. But then I did get it on a sale for much, much cheaper. So it was like, oh, okay, I'm glad I waited. The thing is, I don't really judge my liking of something based on who it is, who likes it, or what they say, or whatever. I was like, okay, I'll see for myself. Because if judging based on just the friends I'm with, I thought I was gonna hate Monogatari. So now I'm like, you know what? Screw
Yeah,
you guys. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out on my own.
I watched. I mean, I talked about it in the last podcast, but I probably watched it like 4 times. Today, finally, it got subbed, so I recommend. Even though the animation quality is kind of questionable, but
Paradise of Innocence.
yes, it finally got subbed. I've been waiting for that since March. It's nowhere. It's not at the level that the manga is, because the manga is like really. It's like it's got like lolly nipples, and it's got like really.
Well, they can't air that on TV, obviously.
This isn't. This was an OAD. This came packed in.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
then it's obviously not something I'm going to get anyway.
No, but
Sorry, I don't.
I'm just saying there's a sub of it now.
Anyway, when it comes to stuff this season that I was watching, Tokyo Ghoul is not something I expected to like at all. But it's so
really?
much better than say like Dead Man Wonderland, in that wow, I actually care about these characters and they're not just nasty schlocky assholes. I mean,
I don't know. It sounds kind of like
violent schlock.
I don't know. Based on the title, it sounds kind of
It is like it.
Edgemaster.
Edgemaster.
And
Yeah.
yet, at the same time, it's like for a 12-episode adaptation, what we've gotten so far, I mean, it's not over yet. It's got 2 episodes left, I think.
Yeah.
It's covered so much of what the manga takes forever to do, because what we have so far is worth 50 chapters of the manga, and I'm like, wow, this took 50 chapters to get this far. Dang, I'm glad the anime's moving fast.
I'm very what's that word? Like wary of like stuff that's very like edgy, like stuff that tries hard to be edgy, and because
stuff that tries hard to be edgy would be like, I hope I don't get someone mad when I say this, Akame ga Kill.
well, it's like I love Madoka, even though the dark aspects are just a bonus, and that's not the only reason I like.
That's not trying. That was working with an agenda and a purpose.
Well,
None of it was
there's
pointless.
that. There's also I really enjoyed. I enjoyed what's that show? Kyokai no Kanata.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that one, but I do know it has its good share of fans, because at my last convention, there were so many Mirai cosplayers.
I love the character of Mirai. She's
She's a KyoAni girl, so of course she's adorable. But,
she's basically she's checklist mentality. Yeah, she's all my check. She's like
No,
all my
no,
checklist.
I don't mean it like that.
No, but for me, I'm saying, but she's all my
Anyway,
checklist. She's like all my little. Yeah.
Sorry to keep interrupting you, but we don't have a release date for it yet, but Sentai already confirmed not only are they dubbing it, they're going to give it a premium box set release like they're doing with Chunibyo.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
I'm pre-ordering the fuck out of Chunibyo, the premium.
Well, it's already up.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting on that shit, right?
Yeah, it's $70. It's $77 right now.
Which is not a bad deal, because it comes with Rika's eye patch.
I thinking of that. It's just that's not the. It's not the price. It's the fact that. It's not that. It's that the second season kind of brought the whole thing down for me, even though I still liked it.
But at least I'm just getting the first season, because the second season I was like, wow, that was not as good at all.
But well, you know what it is. I'm waiting for because I have the third season of Hidamari on pre-order, and they have the special.
And the OVA.
Yeah, I haven't pre-ordered the OVA yet because I'm waiting for something else to get with it. Because I always like getting the free shipping. The next
me
thing.
Too.
The
That's
next
why
thing.
I have pre-ordered
The next thing.
Cardcaptor Sakura movie.
Yeah, the next thing I'm waiting for. It's like it has to be the next. Like when they do a solicitation, it has to be the next one. I'm waiting for one or two things. Either the fourth season of Hidamari or Non Biori.
Oh, I know you're gonna be on that known Biori. Yeah.
No, not no. This isn't Kill la Kill.
No.
Nani Sore.
Yeah, Kill la Kill was another show that I was wary at first because the hype.
Oh, because the wrong people like it. Oh.
Yeah, and it looked like Edgemaster shit. Edgemaster.
Well, that's because it's trigger.
Mad, right?
Yeah, and I fucking hated what's that thing? Inferno Cop.
Yeah, Inferno Cop. I tried to get into that.
I thought it was like, how do we get even dumber than Panty and Stocking? I know. Let's not even animate anything.
Yeah, I just be all sticky. Like
the thing is, though, no, don't worry. Inferno Cop is not required for viewing for any human being.
Yes.
Yeah, which is why a certain other podcast, which I won't mention, that's one of his favorites.
hey, I liked it, but I'm not going to tell
No,
people,
no,
hey, you got to watch this.
this guy hates.
No, the thing is, it's terrible, and that's the joke. That's the entire
Yeah,
thing.
no,
That's the joke.
this guy thinks it awesome. This guy thinks he likes.
Third World Order.
Wow. That's like watching
No.
Napoleon Dynamite.
It's
and
another
that guy is
podcast.
legitimately cool.
I don't want to say, but if you look around, you'll know. We've
It's
mentioned him. We've mentioned this person before because he's pretty. He's mentioned us. He's mentioned.
He's after you.
You know, because.
Oh, now I remember him. Yeah, I remember that dude now. Yeah, remember that dude now.
Yeah, he's something special. All right.
You want to
This
know?
guy hated Kill, by the way.
See him.
He hated.
It says boobies. It gets worse.
It's probably about rape culture and it's anti-feminist.
Wait. This is that person's favorite. This person's favorite anime. What I mentioned, Inferno Cop.
That's not even an
JoJo's-
anime.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Okay, I do like that, but it's
Cowboy
not on my
Bebop.
favorites list. That's all right.
You notice this person's pattern of
Yeah,
anime liking.
yeah,
Things
yeah.
that don't star Japanese people at all.
Yeah, very Western.
So maybe he would love Bakano then. Although, I legitimately love Bakano. Hey! Okay, fine. Then trick him into watching Durarara. Then he'll have to be all, hey, I thought this was like Bakano. What's with all these Japanese people?
And he was what is it? He was watching K-On! And it's like these girls must be in special. These girls must be in a special school.
Okay, I gotta say something about that.
Which I always make fun. I make that joke too. But this guy's probably really serious about it. Like that, these girls are really retarded.
That's the thing that really bothers me. One more thing, then we'll go on to the second segment.
Oh wait. So he can say that, but he doesn't say that about Ed from Cowboy Bebop.
You go on.
K-On! Was it? It's voyeuristic. He said that about.
There's not even a single guy there. It's not anything.
It's voyeuristic.
I could understand if they were going on and on about how much they want to get with a cute guy or something. They don't even talk about that. It's so. K-On! Is so damn innocent that it's not even.
You're looking through the lives of girls.
But it doesn't have male gaze. When do you ever see boobs or panties?
That is true. You never actually.
Even the only time there was ever an implied panty shot, it cut away to a bowl or something that would have the same pattern rather than ever showing it.
To be fair, because I actually have the manga for K-On! In the manga, they do show Mio's panties.
Oh no!
All right.
That clearly. Well, I'll just have to throw away my Blu-rays right now. Kyoani.
Like the manga is fine. It's still good on its own, but Kyoani really brought the magic. That this is so much.
I still choose to believe. Choose to believe that teacher in Free is just an adult version of Yui. So it's like, hey, if you enjoy Free, you better get the full story and watch.
Oh yeah, she does look like Yui. But what is it like? The entire thing of K-On! Is that the anime was based on, not including the high school and the college extra manga, which were done after, but just the whole thing that the TV series was based on is just 4 volumes. That's it.
Wow, that's something.
And
yeah.
Well, when we get to the next segment, I'll talk about Hidamari. I'll talk about the manga for that too, because I have the manga.
I do have some stuff to say. I have plenty of stuff to say about Hidamari.
Yeah. Like I wanted to say before, I move on. I really kind of hate it. I mean, not to sound too social justice-y or whatever, but I really hate it when people say, oh, are you autistic just because you're into.
Oh, I hate that too. I hate that shit.
Those are not people you should associate with.
Autistic is
an insult.
What is it? Autistic. What is it? Saying someone's an autist or an SB is the new retarded, because it's because it's not. Today you can't. it's not considered politically correct to call someone a retard.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even. Well, it's not
Or
considered
gay.
human decency to call
Or-
someone that, especially as an insult, as if.
Yeah, well, also gay, calling someone, that's so gay. That's also another one. But they haven't come to that with, people
Autistic.
so- yeah. It's like this guy was it? You like this thing too much. You must be autistic.
Oh, and then there are the people on Tumblr who perpetuate this as if it's a good thing and put in their headcanons, ooh, this character must actually be autistic. No, he's not, unless the writer says he is, or says he or she isn't. They're not written that way. You're just projecting, and it's weird and creepy.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like the idea that, God, I don't even remember, Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. In my headcanon, he's autistic. And it's like, that's just so wrong.
That Yui and Kaon is autistic.
Please.
Yeah, I mean, I make the joke about
just
Yui.
airhead. That's
Yeah,
all.
I mean, I joke about Yui not knowing how to wipe her butt, but, that's just...
Ew. Didn't need to hear that.
Come on, let's not go to black time here.
Oh, yeah, the best worst dojin ever.
Yes.
I wish, that artist could go, could do, I don't know, that artist should do one for, Kinero Mosaic.
Oh no! I don't want to see Karen. I don't want to see. What was that British girl's name?
Alice.
Alice. I don't want to see Alice like that. Oh no.
And
I'm better off not knowing what this means.
Japanese penis. Oh, Japanese.
Okay, all right. Okay,
Opposite comes with this.
that's gonna do it for this first segment. Keep it right here on Otaku Midnight. Oh man. Okay, all right, we're out. Okay.
I botched the intro.
All right, I will be right back.
Yeah, same here. Okay. Okay, let me save this. Keikaki, you still there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay. All right, so guys, to those that are listening right now, if you want to ask us anything while we're on the break, you may. So, okay, I'm gonna save this file.
Didn't really get to... When we were still on the bit of other Shaft anime things, I was going to mention Denpa Ona, but oh well.
Well, yeah, we could probably talk about that, like maybe
Nah, we don't need to.
yeah.
Yeah. We'll definitely bring up Monica because this.
Yeah, because it's our favorite. Yeah, because all roads lead to Monica apparently.
Well, also the fact that I wanted people who are, fans of Monica to go back and watch Hidamari.
Yeah,
Same character designs. I mean,
just don't expect it to be as cute. Yeah, it's still okay. Oh, okay. Anthony. Okay, no. Otaku Anthony says it is now confirmed. All roads do lead to Black Time. And
I'm telling you, also that artist should do maybe one for Hana Yamata.
oh boy. Oh no, I don't want to see. Oh, dude. Oh.
that's why I had to mention. Barakamon is a nice, feel-good anime that you should never look up any fan art of. Dear God.
Oh, I know there's a really lewd doujin of that coming.
Oh snap. Can't wait to not.
No thanks.
But yeah, Hannah. Oh, just like JV.
I'm pretty sure.
It's
Fucking
it's
mad.
like I was gonna make a tweet about some of that. Watching genuinely good artistic anime, pen in hand, with a look that says, "I can't wait to pervert this."
Well, we've talked about that on the show, that the more pure something is,
Yeah, the more lewd it is.
the more pure it is, the more it's like easier to corrupt it.
No, I wanted to mention how much I honestly liked Revolutionary Girl Utena, but then the way people go on about Revolutionary Girl Utena makes me want to spitefully be like, draws Utena as a moe girl. There, better. Now I can like it.
Or even better yet. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Let me see if it's saved, and then we'll go on. Okay. You can't hear my fan, right? You don't hear it blowing in here or anything.
Not really, no.
Okay.
I only hear mine when I turn, so I have to keep like this.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah. Like I said, we are newbies in the world of Google Plus here. So.
So did everything go so far?
Yeah. I just recorded it in stereo for some stupid reason. I recorded in mono, so.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, you ready, Keikaku?
Yeah.
You ready, VC?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Am I dumb that I was thinking that you two were both the same because Kibe did third and then yeah.
Oh
and
yeah,
then-
because our
Yeah, that's a coincidence. I can't help it. I'm obsessed with Cube. I've got him everywhere.
yeah that I'm actually planning on getting those ears, those headphones with the little cat ears on them. So.
Oh,
course
the
I
ones that with your
I've-
brain raves, the ones that work.
Because I've
Oh yeah,
because I've been
those.
Cube. Oh, by the way, I noticed the Cube cameo in Nisei Monogatari. He appeared on a street sign. There was there was a thing that showed one of the Space Invader. It showed one of the Space Invader aliens with an X over, and then some other symbol, and also an X over Cube's shape, as
Okay.
if to say, "Hey, no Cube's here."
No Cube's allowed, yo.
Which is funny because Mayoi has the same voice as Cube, and I was like, "Oh, is that going to be a joke about her?" But she wasn't in that scene.
Yeah.
Although she's nothing like her at all.
Magical Lolly?
She's also the voice of one of the best
Well,
characters.
she's a ghost, so she's already magic.
She's also the voice of one of the best characters in the show Yuri.
Okay, alright.
Oh, right. That's what I was going to say. Sakurako was my favorite.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
Hidamari time.
3, 2, 1. Alright, and welcome back to podcast, and welcome back to Otaku Midnight. Today, we are talking about Hidamari sketch. So,
Washoi.
yeah, Wash Soy, yeah. So, since, we got the huge Hidamari expert here, so, VZ, take it away.
Hidamari sketch is the apex of moe. one of the best Moe Iyashikei things ever conceived. That and K-On! But there's a couple other ones that have really been excellent in that high regard. I'm a big fan of the thing that's based on a 4-koma Iyashikei type. They're usually they're usually published in the magazine Manga Time Kirara.
Mm-hmm.
But I discovered Hidamari in the year it came out, 2007. Which oddly enough, the big show of that year wasn't Hidamari for me, even though I liked that too. Lucky Star was the big show for me.
It's funny you should say that. I often compare the two a lot, but just because Hidamari Sketch is one of my favorite if I would call it a slice of life anime. Well, it is, but it's my favorite slice of life anime in years. But just because I have to inevitably compare it to something like, say, Lucky Star. And while I enjoyed Lucky Star, it helps a lot that I watched it when I was actually in high school, so I got those jokes and like, oh yeah, high school, am I right? But
I actually just graduated when that came out.
I feel Hidamari Sketch is much more relatable and easier to watch and stuff because it doesn't reference a bunch of other anime and stuff like Lucky Star does, and Lucky Star really relies on otaku jokes. Mm-hmm. So I feel like while Hidamari Sketch doesn't do that because it just relies on the school and apartment and stuff experience,
well,
it's much easier to get into and show to other people.
I got most of the jokes in Lucky Star. But
took me a few years.
What?
Took me a few years. I wasn't as big into anime back then.
Also, well, the thing about Hidamari is I've gone to art school. And let's just say Hidamari presents art school much better. You know, like if you cannot stand, I mean, there were some nice people, but if you cannot stand social justice warriors, like that was my first taste of that type of mentality.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. Like back in because when you went to art college, I remember you telling us stories like you went when the whole Iraq thing happened, and people were like soapboxing like during the
and also I actually had it was like a half course, but it was an anime thing. And I like how the teacher presented me as an anime expert because I knew way more than him. He was basing his stuff on like this pretentious twat named Susan Napier.
Yeah, as I call it.
What?
The person that compared Akira to an anus they created.
Yeah. Yes. Like that was the and. The stuff that we were watching in that class was, I was out the day that they were watching Fooly Cooly. But all right, here's everything that they watched. Besides that, Nausicaa.
Good.
Perfect Blue.
Good. Very good.
Ava. The end of Ava.
Out of context, we might add.
Well, you gotta understand what type of people are. But also, it was good thing that I was actually renting all of Ava from the school library because I didn't see Ava before.
Library, by the way.
Well, the library I went to had just Fruits Basket and Fooly Cooly.
Yeah, the only thing that I regret was the library opened up the last year I was there, so I couldn't watch as much as I wanted. But I was watching a lot of. I was like, oh look, a whole bunch of anime I could watch. Because this was before I was torrenting shit and all that. So I was.
Yeah.
End of Ava. What else? Something I said. Perfect Blue. Oh, Akira, of course.
Yeah. Akira, classic.
And there was one more. This one's gonna be because this is the only thing I've seen of it. I never saw the series. Utena the movie.
Oh my god, that one out of context.
Yeah, see that movie all out of context.
Well, God, I can't imagine only watching the movie of Utena.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Notice how they were all movies except for Fooly Cooly. Notice how all these things are movies. And to see the thing about like Perfect Blue, I talk about this. Like I understand that movie way more than probably my teacher because I understand the whole idol. Like I understand.
Yeah,
Yes, there's people really like that.
Yeah,
It's not bullshitting.
yeah, Mr. Beat Mania, that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. There's people really that obsessive.
Oh yeah. And even people like you've talked about in your podcast, VZ, like people like break their stuff, burning
Oh
all.
yeah. I love that. That shit's hilarious. So yeah, back to Hidamari.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Hidamari. So you guys have seen the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Right, only the first 2 because that's all
Hidamari's
sent to us, put out on Blu-ray
Hidamari.
so far. And
Alright.
DVDs.
So the first season. All right. The thing that you should know about the show is it's all out of order.
Yeah, you know
Oh,
what?
definitely.
My friend.
We show that everyone meeting for the first time and stuff only in season 2.
Yeah. Speaking of that, my friend, while I was like watching, while I was like, kind of like live tweeting a little bit about Hidamari, he actually brought that up to me. That was one of the disappointments because his only exposure to Hidamari sketch or Sunshine sketch, as it was localized here, that's Hidamari means sunshine.
Yeah,
I've been told that it was out of order, and I thought, man, so that's the reason why everything has like this kind of like these weird continuity kind of things going on.
Yeah. See, in the manga, which is released as Sunshine Sketch,
Yeah.
the manga that's all in order. That's just a Shaft being Shaft.
Shinbo being weird.
Yeah,
even in the most down-to-earth anime.
Well, the director, see, even though Shinbo is the executive director, as you know, the actual director is a guy named Shin Onuma.
Yeah, Shin Onuma.
He's the guy that also did like Bakken Test. He's really fond of like the halftone pattern thing.
And then having semi-live action objects appear and stuff.
Didn't he also do Sakura Trick too? Was he?
Yes. I
remember you talking about that on your blog.
He's very fond of that like halftone pattern. Like the little dots.
Oh yeah, those dots. Yeah.
So the first season, now the thing about Hidamari is each season progressively gets better in the production value. First season, but but at the same time, it's already like an excellent show, so it only gets more excellent and more. The first season is definitely like the cheapest looking.
Yeah.
Especially with Sentai's release, but that's a totally different topic I'll get into.
Well, no, but I'm talking about just like the overall art direction.
The thing about the art direction is a lot of the time I can't tell if it's the Blu-ray authoring itself or the fact that whenever a character is in the background, I almost said bathroom, faces are all of a sudden blurred and just look like some kind of smeared crayon. And I'm thinking, is that an artistic choice? Because either way, it doesn't look good.
Well, the first 2 seasons were standard. That they weren't.
That explains the interlacing.
Yeah, they're not.
Like how everything looks a little too compressed at some point.
Yeah,
oh my god, artifacting. And then because of my new
TV.
Yeah, because of my new TV, and I can check the bit rate and stuff. By the way, Aniplex Blu-rays, like for the Monogatari's, always have a bit rate of over 30 whenever anything's moving at all, and that was just great.
I can check
Hidamari sketch Blu-rays. Well, season 1 in particular, season 2 has a much better bit rate, Blu-ray-wise. Season 1, the bit rate would sometimes go down to a single megabit per second, and I was like, this is unacceptable.
Each season, but yeah, then by the 3rd season, it was made in like HD format.
Oh, for the 3rd season onward?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So when that comes out on Blu-ray, it will be true Blu-ray.
It'll look even better.
Now,
plus, I had to mention, since it's a modern Sentai release, and in the past months, their Blu-rays have gotten much better now that they actually have more people to work on them.
Yeah, Watanabe.
It's just like so I can be confident in this one.
Yeah.
It won't just be David Williams, who seems to be on extended vacation now that he's not the only guy. Which,
Well,
go,
some
take a break,
shows-
man.
I
Take
can
a break.
imagine.
Some shows you should know, like Kinero Mosaic on Blu-ray, that I have. It's the entire show on one disc.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
As they mentioned, they'll do that if it's 12 episodes and subbed only.
Yeah, it doesn't
But
bother
if
me
it's
that
more,
much
but
because
if it's more than 12, they won't. They'll still put it on 2, like they did with Flowers of Evil, and what they're doing with the new HidamariCast season.
Yeah, well, they did that. They also did that with Love Lab.
I was saying it'll be 14 episodes due to the OVA, so it'll still be 2 discs.
Yeah.
Real time comments from Zeke Freak. I am an artist. My opinion matters. And
Oh wait.
oh yeah,
I like to imagine that's what he's shouting while he's being arrested by those foreign police.
yeah, while in Tahiti. Okay.
Yeah,
And-
they've
and
had
also-
enough of it.
And also, now I know who to blame for all those visual gimmicks I can't stand. I'm not sure if that was for Sakura Trick or some other things that Shaft has kind of done in the past.
Wait, Sakura Trick is Shaft? I didn't even know.
No, that's Studio Dean.
I was gonna say I don't give a damn about.
Former
Unlike
Shaft.
you guys, I don't give a damn about Sakura Trick. No, thank you.
But yeah, back to so Hidamari. Any episodes that stood out for you?
When it comes to humor, the funniest episode, the funniest gag I've seen was the part with the kind of sectioned off hallway in the school people didn't know about that had a low ceiling and a mirror. Hiro looks in it and sees that she's fat. Yoshinoa Sensei later has on one of her new.
Oh, that was
outfits.
the second season actually.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
jumps and she hits her head, and there's no one there to help her. And the principal starts narrating. Her moans of pain became a new urban legend around the school as no one could find her. And it was just that reminded me of the style of humor of, say, Daily Lives of High School Boys. That kind of thing cracked me up.
Yeah, I like Well, you know what? Before we get into the episodes, I think we should talk about the characters.
Yes.
So
Yoshinoa Sensei is one of my favorite teachers in anime, just because she's so
same here.
terrible. Because she's a terrible teacher. She's clearly a child in an adult's body, and she still doesn't even want to do her job. And
Yeah, I
so,
love
like,
that.
oh hey,
Like,
it makes me feel better about being such a loser.
yeah, I love that. She just it's like
the fact that she keeps on. Plus, she's clearly so insecure about being an adult because she's like, "Oh, I still look really young, right? I mean, I still look like one of you." Because it's clear that she doesn't want to own up to the fact that no, you're the teacher now.
yeah, she's basically she's like, so how old are you? I'm eternally 17.
She has to be woken up to go to school, except because she's the teacher, not because she needs to go to class.
Yeah. Or she likes staying in the nurse's office.
I don't want to go. The parents didn't say that was a good enough excuse for me.
Or the principal always bopping her when she wears something inappropriate.
I'm not supposed to wear that. You know what? Okay. Will it ever be revealed what the principal's name is, or is it just principal? No.
It's just principal.
Yeah. That's what
I'm so conflicted about him. I honestly feel bad for him because he's just trying to do a great job and is like he has to put up with Yoshinoa's shit and stuff. But at the same time, I find her so hilarious that I just want her to get away with it.
Well, I guess we should start with Yuno, which is my favorite character.
Yeah.
I love she.
Well,
she's so,
you can use as a meter for how much time is left in the episode. If she's taking a bath, episode's over.
yeah. She's just so pure and cute.
Speaking of purity, you don't have to worry about really seeing any nudity. No one has any nipples.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's none of that.
Don't bring
but-
all. This is voyeuristic male gaze. It's made by a woman.
The manga is, yeah. But she was it.
Well, and she worked on the anime too, and she voiced the little metapod.
Yes.
Yeah, the little frog thingy. Is that what
Yeah.
Yume Sensei.
Yeah,
Yume Tente. It's a metapod.
Yeah.
It's really the Pokemon.
But what is it? Um, so yeah, like in the first episode where she was she had to do the assignment during her lunch break.
Oh yeah, that assignment. Yeah, she
What?
was procrastinating. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Most
no.
people, whenever I talk about with Hidamari, most people really like Miyako.
Oh, me too. Me
Yeah,
too.
both of us do.
A lot of people really. She is funny because she's that Genki girl that's like
Yeah, and she's
does
the
weird.
simple hick, and she just wants to eat food.
Yeah,
And she always does weird
so
things.
damn sensitive because she doesn't realize. Oh, hey, or either that or she's doing it on purpose. Like it's like, oh, did the floor creak so much because you moved, Hero? Like indirectly calling her fat, and it's just like, God, you're
Kinda
so
like a
insensitive.
lovable asshole.
You can't tell if she's doing it on purpose or if she's just that dense.
Which, by the way, I love her Figma comes with a rice bowl and chopsticks.
Oh, that's what so does the Nendoroid I have set up.
Yeah. So, but what is it? I love in the first season, the first episode of the second season when when they were drawing rabbits, and what was it? Heroes was normal, Yuno's was a cartoon rabbit, and Miyako's was like this weird abstract thing.
Yeah, it's like, is that even an animal?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, Hero is, the one that always does the cooking. Miyako does the eating.
Well, as she mentioned, when showing the different kinds of things for
Yeah.
their dream of the future, and Miyako just mentioned, I want to be the eater.
Yeah.
I think my favorite episode of the 2 seasons, if we were talking about the 2 seasons, was the one with I call it the Dyke Fight episode.
Oh yeah, I saw that episode today.
Ooh, I'm not using that term.
I just went, yeah, and Hero's just sitting there eating the food. She's like,
Oh, I'm so angry about what she said about me. Ah.
I do also like another really memorable scene was just the whole episode where Yuno's parents visit and see what the Hidamari apartments are like and stuff, and then when they leave and they're on the train and it's just like, oh, she'll be just fine. She's with a great group of friends. They're all so great, except one of them.
Oh yeah. Speaking of you remember that part? I think it was the second season. You remember that part where they like Dad presents her with all the with all the back rub coupons.
Yeah.
Oh, that was gold. That was cute.
So then we also have Sai.
Oh, Sai.
I really what are you gonna say about her?
I gotta ask this. This is gonna be one of those things that probably Tumblr's probably gonna ask a billion questions over, or do the whole OTP thing over. Is Hero and Sai really like a thing?
It's whatever you want it to be. It's whatever you want. It's whatever you want.
It's never going to happen on screen, but you can assume.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's basically, what's another example of that does that? Is it like
everyone
Mio
in Free?
Yeah, is it like Mio and Ritsu? Is it like?
It better not be Rio and Ritsu. Better not be Mio and Ritsu because I ship Ritsu with me.
Is it like?
He has a 2D relationship with. He has a 2D.
Is it Alice and is it Alice and Shino?
Is it Monica and Homura?
Yeah.
Well, that can be debatable. That's debatable.
Yeah, it's whatever you want it to be.
So basically, you can make up your own conclusion. I don't be wrong.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hasn't said that they're so basically
No.
that you can say whatever.
Which, by the way, I love it in the comment in that Umioki said in the manga. She was talking about like how she likes watching schoolgirls. She likes observing schoolgirls.
You're under arrest, man.
Under arrest, ma'am. Oh wow.
Oh, I like exactly. They're just so cute. Yeah, I remember reading that somewhere. So yeah, I actually really like Sai because I like that whole like short hair with glasses. She's the.
I like her enough. She's the tall boyish one.
I kind of, you know what?
Okay, that's just a physical description. That's nothing to do with character. Wow, I didn't do that very well.
I consider her to be kind of like the prototype Sayaka almost.
Not personality-wise or anything.
Yeah,
only
just her-
hairstyle.
Yeah, just her hairstyle. Yeah, she's like the prototype.
Sayaka from what show?
Madoka.
Oh,
nah,
oh,
I
yeah.
didn't see it. For one thing I can't separate now is just anytime a character is voiced by Eri Kitamura, I'm like, oh, sup, Sayaka, when I was watching Karen in Nisa Monogatari. She also goes on about justice.
Well, actually, Sai and Sayaka are completely different.
Oh, I know. Eri Kitamura's not even in this.
Because Sayaka is, because Sai is more like the character that's like, you gotta do things.
For one thing, Sayaka would get bad grades.
Yeah, she's basically like the very stoic, serious kind of character. Well, not stoic, but she's
Not stoic, the cool beauty.
Yeah, but she's definitely like if we were gonna use the Manzai routine, she's the Tsukumi and Miyako is the Bokeh. She's the straight man.
Oh boy.
Straight man, but I thought. No, just kidding.
Yeah. But yeah. Then there's. I love the Christmas episode, by the way.
Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah, when you see her sister, and she's like.
Oh, I love her. Oh, what's her name again?
And I was gonna say obviously not personality-wise, but only physically. I can't look at Hiro without thinking, oh look, it's the Shaft version of Kuroko from A Certain Scientific Railgun.
Yeah.
Although I'm pretty sure this came first. It's just the order I watched it in.
Yeah.
Forgot her name. The little sister. Yeah.
A little sister, yeah. God, I had her name memorized, but now it's gone for some stupid reason.
Yeah, and I'm the Hidamari expert, and I forgot. Yeah, basic brain fart there. Hold on.
So let's see. Okay. While VZ's looking that up, I'm going to talk about my favorite episode in.
Oh, Chica. That's it.
Yeah, Chica. Yeah.
And she's voiced by Rei Kugamiya.
Oh yeah, she's adorable. I love her too.
I love the part when she was like just all crying. It's like Sai threw me out. Sai threw me out. And all she wanted was her autograph. So yeah, you're. Oh well, there's one other character. There's two other characters from this. We got the landlady.
Yeah, the smoker that's trying to quit.
Oh right,
Yeah.
She'll totally quit tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey,
no, they have this.
No, she can't get him at CVS anymore.
And we also got Natsume.
Oh yeah, Natsume. Where's she again?
The one that Sai's rival, but she really likes Sai.
Oh yeah.
I will
First
say.
door open. Toshiro
okay.
Kyoko. Wrong
Okay.
show.
I don't want to spoil it, but in the final thing, the graduation special, it gets very sad with her.
Oh snap! Yeah, I've actually kind of heard that's actually very emotional in the end. Or something.
Yeah, which it kind of. Well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, probably Hidamari sketch part 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But right now, so you were saying your favorite episodes as such?
Yeah. This might sound like, I'm just aping Anubis here, but my favorite episode, at least the one that's the most memorable to me, is the sick episode, like the first.
That thing is really cute. Especially, I love. Well, first off, that is basically all, her body is glowing red to show that she has a fever.
Yeah, I thought it would be more, because when you guys were describing it, on some NTR radios like a while ago, before I watched it, because the only image I had in my head was just that, that the Hidamaris, they were basically they're all wide face all the time, and I just pictured this like the wide face mode. Hidamari is this like just sneezing in bed, that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, then they're not all white face all the time, obviously.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I mean, I know they're not all white face all the time. They're just like, only like in certain.
All white face all the time.
Speaking of that, I should probably talk about how I first kind of like got into Hidamari myself, since I didn't really talk about it. I've heard about the show like a little while ago, but I never checked it out. Maybe it's because I never really had that big of an interest to see it, but I remember when I used to browse I remember like people used to trash it. People were calling it Hikikomori sketch and all that stuff.
Actually, on 4chan, that's the one place that like praises Hidamari sketch.
Well, this was probably back in
in
2008.
weird ways, as they do.
Yeah, they love Hidamari. Hidamari is one of those things that it's not as well known here, but those that do know it really like it.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
Well, it doesn't have a dub, and that's a barrier of entry.
One thing I want to say, I am one of those Johnny-come-latelys when it comes to Madoka, but not for Studio Shaft. I mean, I'll talk a little bit about that later when it comes to Studio Shaft.
I was super late to Shaft. I was like, Shaft, who's that?
I've been to Studio Shaft since 2004, so.
I knew
Too
about.
cool for me.
I know about Shaft. I think the first thing of Shaft I probably watched was either an episode of Popotan or Panapony Dash. Probably more Panapony Dash.
I guess, oh my god, I guess Pony Dash was the first Shaft anime I ever saw because someone showed it to me in middle school. That was a show.
Yeah.
Well, I also highly recommend, if you've never seen it, Popotan.
Oh yeah.
It's not. Well, it was before Shimbo was on board there. But just on its own, it's a really good. It's actually a really and holy and wait, I'm totally. Not a lot of people. There's like no praise at all for that. Most people hate it.
Yeah. I've never seen like a few episodes. Yeah, it was kind of cute.
It's another show where come for the moe and fansers, and you actually get a really touching story about a character trying to what you want to do versus what you have to do in life.
That's how I was with Mahoromatic. One day I am going to do a podcast about Mahoromatic. One day, that's definitely Mahoro. But that's kind of granted. But
that one.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on board the NTR Radio. I really want to do an episode all about A1 Pictures, except they haven't seen that much A1 Pictures.
Well, that would take a long time.
Well, not
Really?
not
I
all.
bet they've seen more than they think they have.
They've only seen Vivid Red and
Vivid Butts.
yeah, that was the only one full
Oh come on, someone on that is probably.
I know Anuba's seen a
Sword
tiny
Art
bit of.
Online
Nah,
or Blue Exorcist or
they never seen
Zero
any
or-
Sword On. They never seen any Sword On.
If it's really nice looking and has that budget, and it's probably A1
Another
Pictures.
thing.
If Aniplex has it, it's either A1, Shaft, or Trigger.
I because I want them to. There's like two shows I want them to watch.
Black
Regarding that.
Butler.
No, actually working, and Kanagi Crazy Shrine Maintenance. Oh, and also Sound of the Sky, Sora no Wodo, which was also done by A1 Pictures.
Yeah. Back to Hidamari.
Yeah. And Idolmaster. But yeah, back to Hidamari.
Yeah. What else was I was gonna say? My favorite probably moments like in season 2. I already mentioned the back rub thing, which was pretty cute. Also the one, remember like when Yuno and Miyako they go to the temple park to sketch.
Yeah.
That was adorable. Like when the little girl came up to him, was like, "Hey, can I have that drawing?"
Yeah. I like that.
Oh yeah, that was adorable. That was definitely really adorable, and Yeah, like I said, I had to kind of cram I kind of had to kind of cram some Hidamari sketch into me, so maybe I won't be able to remember as much because like I said, things have been crazy. So that's the reason why I'm kind of letting you guys kind of carry it a little bit.
I also I like the episode when they go to the zoo, and was it Sai sees the seal that's like has an affinity for her.
Oh yeah, the blushing seal.
Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome.
But I love they were also talking about, elephants always have dry skin. What if you put cream on it and
then
give it
Miyako has to be a jerk and mention something like, "Hey, Sai, are you looking like an?" I mean, no, not Sai. Hey, hero. You trying to turn into an elephant there?
Oh.
I don't remember if she said that, but yeah, she would say something like that.
Yeah, that sounds like Miyako. All right.
Mm.
Also, I gotta say, if Hidamari's sketch was more popular, this one strip, called Girly Girl, this probably would have caused some controversy on.
Well, it might just be the translation, though. So who knows?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Warning, language, but. At one point, I think Miyako calls Sai a tranny. At one point, this was like in the strip called Girly Girl. I can picture that being like a 5-minute controversy on.
Well, that would either be something that'd be left out of the anime, or change the translation, or leave it in and have people get mad. I don't know.
Now, well, all right.
Those are the only options.
I'll try not to talk about too much about season 3 and onward, but I will say, the other two characters, Nori and Nazuna, are cute also, obviously. Nori's not as explored as much.
Uh-huh.
The only thing, the only thing remarkable about her is that, she knows computers. She has a computer, and that's about it.
Oh yeah, I better. Yeah, I'm looking forward to actually seeing more of this, and
Comes out in December.
Nazuna is the one that she's just really like the shy Violet type of character, and she's not. Even though she's in the school, she's not part of the art curriculum, and she feels kind of left out of the group.
Oh, what magnet is she? Was she in, or is that a spoiler that we don't know?
Oh, what major you mean?
Yeah, major. Yeah, because
I don't know. I don't think they say, but
wow, she really is an explorer.
She's in the general. She's in the general
like, hey, what do you do? I don't
know. I do something, I guess.
Things.
But yeah. Also, the character designs, like each season they change and they just get more refined.
Yeah, they really do.
Good, because when they're bad, they're bad.
Yeah.
Well, most of that bad is in the first season.
Yeah, because it looked real cheap. Yeah, it did look a little cheap.
It just looked like they smeared something across the screen or whatever for some scenes, and whenever someone's in the background, it's like, you should probably actually draw their face.
Well, you'll notice the improvement once it goes into like HD, which is the third season.
I am looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, I won't. I'm trying not to. I'm gonna not spoil it, but basically the last thing, which was the graduation arc of Hiro and Sai. Most of the show has been really happy and just like makes you feel, but it ends on this really
downer.
Yeah, and the thing is
like dinosaurs bad almost.
No, don't say that.
No. Well, the thing is, it could end there, and they don't have to do any more. Because, Hidamari, out of all Yashike 4 Coma things, has gotten the most seasons.
Oh, really?
Four seasons and, bunch of, specials.
What was the longest before that, if you don't mind me asking? Haruhi? No, that's not really
No. Yeah, I would say K-On, but Hidamari already beat that too.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would say, well, I mean, I would say Doc Capo, but Doc Capo's they're not in the same category of
Yeah, it's kind of like the whole Nakige thing.
Iyashike.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I thought the capo, I thought that was kind of more of one of those
Dating games.
your
Yeah,
prime
dating,
kind of
romance.
movies. Yeah.
Yeah. But so it ends on this downer note, and like I said, they could either end it. I have this feeling that it might have been at the end for now. The manga is still continuing, but
Oh.
I think the anime for like that special might have been the end, and this is why. In the end, they show every single character, no matter how minor they were, like everyone, and it gives it like this sort of like this is the last, that sort of feeling.
Yeah, is it kind of like I forget, I don't have the movie in my head, but you probably might know, like, oh, Miyako, she went on to be a gourmet chef at this place, or something like that. Something like that.
No, they don't do that. They don't do that.
Oh, okay.
But then now here's the other thing. See, in the manga, I haven't seen, like, they haven't released this part yet. That because it's still new. They haven't like compiled it yet here, but they introduced a new girl.
Ooh.
And she has like lavender hair.
Oh.
And like I said, like if they wanted to end it here, that's fine. But of course, I would love to see more at the same time because I would love to see this new character. Yeah, and they don't have to worry about because I forgot her name, Uki Omi. I forgot her name.
The mangaka or the
Oh no, not Yumioki. The Seiyu of Hero.
Oh, in fact, I never paid attention to any of the same.
Yeah, because
I did, however, notice, like, the same voice actress for Hitomi.
Yuki Goto. Yeah, Yuki Goto has some health problems.
Ooh.
She's had like throat surgery, and she also has like an autoimmune disease. Ouch. So, but I'm just saying they don't really they wouldn't, if they wanted to make more Hidamari, they wouldn't have to worry about getting her because Hiro and Sai graduate.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, a real-time comment from Zeke. Natsume's Book of Friends has 4 seasons and is a yon coma, if I recall right. Like a yon coma. It's spelled.
Yeah, fork coma, yon coma.
Yeah.
I've heard of that. I never seen that. I don't know. It's just out of all of them, Hidamari I've seen is the most.
Yeah. It seems like that's like the way to. Yeah, because the only slice of life stuff I really liked. Well, it's not really Iyashike. The one I've kind of stuck with was Chunibyo and Mitsudomoe. I know Mitsudomoe is the opposite of Iyashike. It's more.
Yeah. Also, Chunibyo is not a
Iyashike.
No.
Yeah,
it's
that one's just a typical high school. Well, no, it's not typical. That one's a high school romance comedy, but it's not supposed to be like, oh, this is just like my life and what I do every day. No, it's not.
Was it? If you want, if you're talking about Kyoani and Yashike, then Keion is.
Yeah, definitely Keion.
But the thing is, I know I was going to compare and contrast Keion to Hidamari. I was going to say Keion, though, even that still manages to have more of a flowing narrative because there will be something in the next episode that had to do with they were building up to this music festival or they had to practice for this and all this stuff. So even that has more of even as meandering as it is, because it takes its time completely, it still moves more than Hidamari sketch. Don't watch Hidamari sketch and be like, okay, so when are they going to do that? Nope. Nothing happens.
There
It's just what they do.
There actually is continuity in Hidamari.
Well, there's continuity, but there's not
just
a driving force. It's just what they do the next day.
No, there is no. There are like, you see this thing and it's like referenced from a previous episode that actually comes late on a later date because all the episodes are out of order, and it gets even more so because in the third season they like do flashback. It's like some of the episodes.
I've noticed that.
The episodes are like half length, like half, and then it's like the other half. We'll do another. It's like 2 segments in an episode.
Oh, because that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. Yeah.
There's this excellent part in the third season when you see Yuno and Miyako. They go to a salon. And Yuno freaks out that she sees these twins. She thinks she's having like double vision.
Oh, I got a real-time comment from my own personal Twitter account. Shit. Okay, I've mentioned it before, but I would recommend you guys check out G.A. Geji Suka.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that. Yeah, because it's also about art students. It's a good show. It's a good show. It has its cute moments, but it's nowhere at the level of Hidamari.
Yeah.
Raise the bar, yo.
Well, here's the thing.
I
don't remember any of the characters' names the way I do like Hidamari.
Yeah. The only thing I memorized was actually just the main 4, and that's the only. I memorized the little sister.
Hey, I bet if you rewound, you'd see I struggled a bit to remember Sai's name. It's like, I know Miyako, girl who looks like Kuroko, and blue hair.
Also, what else? Like another excellent Iyashike 4-Koma thing that I highly recommend from this year is Gochi Uso.
Oh yeah,
That
I need
is
to
the
really
show.
get on.
That
that.
is the
by the
show
way,
of the year for me.
Not for me, and just that I needed something more grabbing. But the did Sentai license that, or did nobody license it?
Sentai licensed it, yeah.
Oh, okay then. Well, that'll come out of it pretty soon.
Yeah. Nobody's licensed Hana Yamata yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
I'm sure it'll be Sentai.
Yeah, either Sentai or Nisa. It will never be Funimation.
Well, no, Funimation would have already announced it.
Well, but Funimation doesn't do like that type of moe. Although oddly enough, they licensed rescued Lucky Star. Yeah.
Well, that's
Lucky Star. Yeah, I'm real pumped about Haruhi. I've never had a chance to own that. I feel bad.
I have one on DVD, but Blu-ray, I wanted to see something nicer.
I want on Blu-ray. I would buy it on Blu-ray. Lucky Star. Haruhi had its
why not?
time with me.
I mean, if they get the Blu-ray rights, sure, why not?
You know what I want a license rescue, because this I would double dip for, because there's only a very few shows I would like double dip and get and Hidamari is one of them. I want the K-On! First season on Blu-ray.
Sentai already said sometime next year they're gonna do that. They just had to hold off, and I already had the Bandai Blu-rays, but it would sure save space. TBS makes them. That's why they had to delay their Blu-ray release of C3 Boo until this December.
I'm waiting for. I want a Blu-ray release so bad of Photokano.
I didn't really care about that show.
I really liked that show from last year. One part was just excellent fan service and character designs. The other part was just the other part was that holy fuck did that show pissed off people.
Oh yeah, C3 Boo with the
no, not C3 Boo. Photokano.
Oh yeah, with how it pissed off photographers and all that stuff.
Well, also it was like like the voyeuristic nature and like how
now that's voyeurism right there.
The girls don't mind having their pictures taken, lewd pictures taken, and it's like, oh, shut up. You know, it's fantasy.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And my
as I was saying, I'm the wrong person to talk about this. That's a show I didn't really care for.
But yeah, Hidamari.
yeah. Overall, all I gotta say is if you're into like a real good feel good thing, then I would say Hidamari sketch. It's definitely the show for you.
I also recommend the manga too.
Yeah, I might get on that manga too.
I don't really feel like reading the manga, but I'll still get the kind of like how much I'm enjoying Barakamon, but I'll just watch the anime. And it's like, oh hey, now the manga's going to be released.
I also recommend that
that's not something where I need both.
Yeah. I also recommend that you listen to the character albums and even the OS, like the background music for Hidamari is great.
I'm actually going to be using that for this episode.
I love. You know which one's my favorite little background music that I always have Anubis. It's the one called A Sunny Place.
Oh yeah, the one that goes.
No. It's the one. It sounds like a toy piano or a xylophone.
Oh yeah, I don't think I've came across that.
It sounds like a xylophone.
Oh yeah, I don't think I remember that one in particular. I might have to go back and probably. Is it in the first 2 seasons?
Yes. It's actually in the first season because each season adds more music. It's called A Sunny Place 2.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to have to, yeah. So yeah, you're probably going to be hearing soundtracks from Hidamari sketch for the archive people.
Yeah. Well, you guys can have me back when you guys watch more of it. You know.
Yeah, there's also another episode we want to have you back too. We'll talk about that, when we're not in Congress. Yeah. Okay, all right. Well, I guess that's going to do it for this segment. I guess any final thoughts on Hidamari, Keikaku?
I wonder if I could afford those apartments.
Well, maybe Miyako's, cause
Hey,
Yeah,
I'll just throw some packets under the floor.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't catch fire.
Those parents must be the most trusting parents. Those parents to like, oh, we'll just leave her alone.
You'll be fine.
We'll leave this 15-year-old girl that's kind of clumsy
and naive.
Yeah.
Easily scared.
Yeah. Oh shit! Now we got Dojin fodder right there. Oh shit!
Oh god! Oh no!
Really? I don't hear a damn. Oh god!
Okay. All right. Anything else, Keikaku? Before we move on.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for this year's second segment. Keep it right here on Otaku Midnight.
What's our name?
Yeah, that'll happen. Okay. Yeah. All right.
All right. I'll be right back.
All right. Me too.
I've got the second theme song in my head. It's like I'd be like, whatever. Let's just shout, "Wash away this." And then the whole. I just kept translating it into English just so I could sing it better. So I was just like,
hungry. I can't say it in English. It doesn't.
Brown, hungry girls.
Don't you know that girls eat snacks, or however that went?
Hey, even an absurd statement can make sense to someone from Jupiter.
Yes. That's common sense. Okay, I'll be right back too.
Whatever the heck that means.
Okay.
All right.
Hidamari Sketch, the live-action movie. As made by Americans.
Oh no.
I always like facepalm anytime they announce like a live action. It's like this thing is getting in America, and I was like, oh, please stop.
No, it's not. It'll get announced. It'll be rumored. They'll maybe talk about a cast, and then you'll never hear from it again.
Exactly, but it's like, have people forgotten Dragon Ball Evolution? People,
I want to forget it.
a really like the masochistic part of me really wants to see how Akira would turn out.
No.
There's a part of me that like here I see on ANN it says space battleship Yamato gets Hollywood film. It's like stop it.
Sure, it will. Sure. And then they'll have Zac Efron be Light Yagami for sure. They totally told me at Warner Brothers. And then my uncle who works at Nintendo told me they'll make a Star Fox movie. And then come on.
They wanted to do a Bleach movie. Yeah, they have the rights to do a Bleach movie. Which my response is people still give a fuck about Bleach.
What? What's up?
We're talking about Hollywood adaptations of anime, and I was saying like one of the things was that they wanted to do an adaptation of Bleach, and I'm like, people still care about Bleach. I mean, I like.
Wouldn't it be funny if people complained about Hollywood whitewashing for Bleach? Well, that's what Bleach is, whitewashing.
Oh, dude, that's oh God. Zeke Freakos. Keep it right here on Otaku Zero. It'll be bigger than Gundam. Lols.
So, because I had to express my very sad disappointment in Old Noah Zero. So now I was like, okay, fine. You guys were right. The show sucks now, and I feel bad. I wanted it to be good.
Shit. Yeah. Okay.
I hate when there's a show that you want it to be better.
It's because Gen Urobuchi only wrote the first 3 episodes, and then he.
Am I? Well, I'm the only person that just does not give about Gen, and that's not why I like Monica.
And
I know. I'm just saying.
Well, there are things where he left, and I still liked it more than everyone else, like say Gargantia. But
the reason why I got into Madoka was actually because of Gen Urobuchi.
Because he wrote Saya no Uta.
Now, see, for me, it was because all they had to say was Shaft, Shimbo, and Umioki as the character designer.
Yeah,
that's it. That's all that sold me. That's it. You sold me. It's like coming from Shaft next year.
The cooking graffiti thing?
Yes,
dude,
it's like...
I'm so ready.
Yeah, it's like cute girls doing cooking, and even better, Shaft is going to do it. It's like that's all you have to say.
Cooking, yay! There's something for the third segment that I just thought of. That's kind of been swimming in my head. The whole identity thing. We might talk about that for probably a little bit after we read like an email. The whole don't identifying as a fan is bad or something like that.
Oh, it's saying that you're an otaku.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Really? Who even?
Oh, there's people that's like, yeah.
Talk about people. Talk about.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about all the people you're gonna hang around with, Keikaku Cat, like a certain Hope.
Don't say it.
Hope Chapman.
Damn it. What if I get hired by them someday?
You want to work at A&N?
Hey,
No.
there's
You're already under she's lost control.net, so be proud you're under us.
I thought you were going to say under. Never mind.
It's Otaku Zero. God damn it.
Hey, by the way, since you like Monogatari, I suggest that you guys watch a hentai called Pero Pero Teacher.
Oh, Pero, yeah.
But I don't watch hentai.
Yeah,
You want to see this. You want to see this.
yeah, my
Yeah. It's basically it's done by Akio Watanabe. The main girl is pretty much Mayoi in a hentai.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah. Okay. We're talking about this thing for okay.
Yeah.
Let me get the email. Okay, let me get the thing up and we'll basically start. Oh wait, I gotta read it from my phone because I haven't set up the thing on my tab yet. Okay. Okay.
you're whistling the Hidamari sketch theme.
That song is catchy. Just saying.
Oh, all the openings are catchy. All of them.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one I like more, or the first opening or the second opening.
Oh, they keep getting more and more catchier. Wait till you get to the special one.
Oh,
When it's like all of them are baking a giant strawberry shortcake.
oh God! I'm not gonna read this one live. Keikaku, you can read this on your own time.
Oh,
Oh God.
Yeah, Zeke doesn't really like Hope Chapman all that much.
I forgot we were still live.
Yes.
Damn it.
Yeah, see, okay, alright, well...
You're fired.
Now we know your secrets, Keikaku Cat. We know that you're a lolicon. We know that you're...
Only sometimes.
Fan. Oh, we also own that pillow from that one character of No Game No
That
Life.
no one knows about, and you cannot. Okay, fine.
Yeah, he owns a figure of that girl from.
No, not figure. Just.
The Daki. Yeah. Well, sorry, Keikaku Cat. Looks like you're not working at A&N. You're stuck with us.
hey, Hidamari has Dakis.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind having a Miyako thing.
Yeah, I know. And so does look. It doesn't matter. Like even great works of art like Penguin Drum had Dakis somehow.
Surprisingly, no Monogatari.
Yeah, I thought that would be that's like.
Which,
that's like
hey, you know what else doesn't? You know what else doesn't have Dakis? And you thought, oh, but this show was just made for that, wasn't it? Freaking Sword Art Online doesn't have them.
No, I think I've seen that. I think I've seen Asuna.
Okay, all right. You guys ready for?
Oops.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Ready in 3, 2, 1, and welcome back to Otaku Midnight. We have some mail from Mr. Otaku Anthony. If I can pull up the email. Okay. Hey, Otaku Midnight. I have a question for Cube the Third and Keikaku Cat. What currently airing shows do you think would be a good fit for Toonami in the future? Barring Space Dandy for obvious reasons, I think Alt Noah Zero and Tokyo Ghoul would be good choices, along with Sword Art Online too. I'm glad that you guys are back, and I can't wait for more shows. Peace out, Otaku Anthony.
That's simple. Himigoto.
P.S.
Isn't that a short?
Loli,
Yeah.
the summer season. Best Loli. Yeah.
Who's the best loli?
Naru from Barakamon. The thing is, though, I'd hesitate. I know, obviously, since she's only 7 or something, but I'd hesitate to call her that because she's more like an actual kid. She acts like an actual kid so much that I'm like, oh, hey, it's like when I'm visiting my niece and nephew or something. So I don't think about it like that.
No, you don't have. No, we don't. No, not like that. Ew, why? For me, I haven't really been watching anything this season that is quote unquote Toonami worthy. So
I don't give a single fuck about this thing has to be you know you know
Toonami and all that.
I know.
yeah
you guys
like has to be marketable to Americans. It's like
Yeah, I don't care about that shit.
I do
want
not
it to do well. Plus, even if it's not, that's has nothing to do
Like,
with whether
I
or not it'll do well. Look at
mean,
Love Live selling out. Is that an American show in the least? Nope, but it has nothing to do with how well it does here.
To Zeke Freak's distaste because he hates Love Live or something.
Well,
he hates
it. Well, no, he only hates it because it took animation staff and stuff. Its success has made it so Sunrise only wants to make more Love Live stuff right now and isn't working on another season of Excel World.
It's like,
Anyway, when it comes to currently airing stuff that I would see as Toonami worthy, I'd say if they ever actually go and fully dub JoJo's, that seems like such a Toonami show. And then I'd say if All Noah Zero hopefully gets any better, then I'd say yeah, it's a Toonami show.
Yeah, but don't the characters look really, really like that sort of macho, effeminate? You know, well, not effeminate, but you know what I mean.
in what show?
JoJo's.
Yeah, they kind of do a little.
Like
Depends on
that
what part.
hyper metrosexual.
Exactly, but that's hilarious. I mean, we've got Gurren Lagann airing on Toonami, and that is Liron and stuff, and we've got someone on Toonami that has the goofy people like that. Heck, they aired Fooly Cooley on Toonami. Well,
Fooly
let's see,
Cooley
Hyper Metro. Let's see, what do we have airing right now? Attack on Titan doesn't count. Let's see, we got.
I like Space Dandy personally.
I don't know. Some characters. Space Dandy is absolutely fabulous. Anyway, when it comes to currently airing stuff, I'd say it's for Toonami. Yeah, I'd agree with you on Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah.
And then after, even though I don't like Sword Art Online, it's still like, you know how popular it is. Of course, when season 2 gets dubbed, it's airing on Toonami. I have no say in that, and that's just something. That's just something that it's gonna happen.
See, I wish the type of shows that I'm into would be on TV.
Yeah, I know. I would love to see K-On! And Hidamari.
Actually, K-On! Was on.
Well,
on that Korean channel thing?
Yeah. When
They're airing
Bandai
on,
had the
Disney
life.
Channel in Japan, and that's awesome. I was gonna say, replying to Zeke right now, I wanted to say, yeah, Akame ga Kill seems like a Toonami show, but it's licensed by Sentai, so there goes that possibility out the window.
Yeah, they were also airing Haruhi.
Oh, really? Are they still airing that, or are they on?
No, because the fact that was that transition, like, and that was just as Bandai went out.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, so yeah, they aired that. They aired K-On! Only the first season of K-On!
Boo.
Yeah.
Because it was the Bandai license.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And then Sentai had the rest.
Yeah.
And they have the first now, but back then.
And oh yeah, while we were on the break, we were talking about Keikaku Cat's secret lolly pillow that that Keikaku Cat has.
Fine.
What? Are you going to reveal what it is, or do I have to do it for you?
It's Shiro from No Game No Life.
Yeah.
There, I have lost my friends and any respect I may have had.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're
like everybody gets one.
What was it? I don't have a pillow.
Yeah, I know you don't. So.
Yeah, well, you
But
watch
I know
it.
you would totally buy the ones of the Love Live girls. I mean, Love Lab, I should say, not Love Live.
Well, they did the two girls, but I was like saying, if they did Suzu, that would be the break. But apparently, Love Lab wasn't super popular, so.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Didn't even get a W, which is weird because so many people who even hate those high school jokes and stuff, and a lot of like anime reviewers I know who was like, I didn't think they would give that the time of day. They went on like, well, why is Love Lab so damn funny? And I was like, oh wait, you like it? Okay, fine, maybe I should check this out because I'm gonna be honest, I still haven't watched it.
Shows that should have done well. I mean, is Nichijou. I really wish that did well.
That is a tragedy.
Well, that was supposed to come out here.
I know Bandai went under and they didn't.
Fucking Bandai. Oh no.
Well, that was.
Okay. Another thing. I have
Yep.
no idea what's going. Sorry, Zeke. I'm talking about Zeke again. I have no idea what's going on with Sentai and Toonami. They have no bad blood, bad relation, but no Sentai show has aired on Toonami, and they don't show any relationship.
Hasn't ADV stuff gotten on like Adult Swim
Well,
before?
ADV, but that was years and years ago. That was way back when Evangelion aired on Adult Swim in the mid 2000s, super late at night, and I didn't even know about it.
Yeah, Evangelion, and also the Giant Robot Week, which they were airing.
Oh yeah.
They aired Ava. They aired what's that thing? Not Nadesco. Nadesco.
Oh right, Nadesco. Which, by the way, I have, and it was like, oh, that show was fun.
Okay.
Anubis loves that show.
Oh yeah.
I know he does.
He's told me about
I still have the fridge magnets of it on my fridge.
Okay, now for our little third segment end topic.
My triggers.
Oh no.
Video trigger warning.
Uh-oh, trigger warning.
This trigger anime triggered my trigger warning.
I really shouldn't joke about that. I've actually been triggered.
Studio triggered. Okay. You know,
Trigger privilege.
Okay, there was one more thing I need to bring up in the I wish I brought up in the Hidamari segment. Apparently, did I already talk about that? I can't remember if I did or not.
What is it?
When Miyako called someone a tranny.
Yeah, no,
Already
you
said that.
talked about that, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah,
And
never.
I said, we don't know. Was that even the official translation? I'm not touching that.
Yeah, same here. Why not? Okay, the one thing I want to talk about is the whole thing about fan identification. Now, let me just say, I know not being a fan of Moe or Hidamari Sketch or what have you, I know it's not the same as being gay or being a woman or being transsexual, that kind of thing. I just want to say that, right here and now. But the way I have this question I just want to present to everyone. What is wrong with saying that I am a fan of anime, I am a fan of video games, I am a fan of whatever thing?
Absolutely not.
Because you get some people who act a certain way, and then people see that, those people act this way, I don't want to be associated.
I will associate
So
you
then
with this,
when you
that, with
say, so which I talked about on the podcast. I'm a Transformers fan.
Yeah, you're.
I do not participate in the fandom. I do not like the fandom at all. I think they're disgusting people. I hate the way they've totally their whole insatiable appetite of they want more than what can be provided for them. In other words, it's
people that go, this the Bay formers ruined my childhood, that kind of thing.
well, there's that, but there's the people who are the opposite that will consume anything with Transformers on it.
Oh, it's fine. Oh, this was okay. It was fine. This one was really bad. No, it's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine.
Yeah. I'm just talking about there's a sort of insatiableness regarding most of my egregiousness comes from the fans and the toys. The way they want more, they want more than what can be provided, and there's the whole scalping culture of makes it absolutely atrociously difficult to get certain figure.
Culture. Yeah, I can tell you a story about that because I'm a dude that's really that rolls hard with old retro video games. I'm into the NES, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, what have you, that kind of thing. And there's always that scalping culture going around, how people sell a copy of Earthbound for $500 fucking dollars, that kind of thing. Yeah, I hate that. I hate those people so much. Pat the NES Punk, I totally recommend. If you're into the NES, I totally recommend checking him out. And his podcast, CU Podcast. But
so
anyway,
yeah, fan identification.
yeah, fan identification. Yeah, I believe like as long as like you don't. When you take, I mean, there are certain when you take it to a certain extreme where you start like going like, hey buddy, you have a fucking problem with Kaon? I'm going to send you death threats, all the other threats in the world. And I'm going to make your world a living hell just because you had a problem with Kaon. Yeah, as long as they're not those people, the way I see it, you're fine. Like, as long as
Yeah, but there's people who it's not so much outsiders, it's people who it's like different sects of the anime fandom.
yeah.
It's like they do not like the people that like Moe. It's like, how can you like this Moe shit? Your guys are ruining the medium.
Yeah, those
I will fight you. Those people.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you're familiar with a fan of ours, that'll Ryan from time to time. I'm not going to mention her name, but indirect shout out to you. I remember she'll oftentimes go on about how I
don't like Moe. Oh, this show is great, except for that girl in it. I hate her. Stupid boob girl. And be like, oh, I get it. It's because it makes you feel bad about yourself, isn't it?
900, that kind of thing.
Oh, no. What is it? Well, that's the whole. Oh, this show was surprisingly good, despite the fan service.
Or despite the Moe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started to kind of get what you guys kind of meant by that when Kill la Kill came out, and it was getting absolutely shit on by like all the social justice circles saying it's
It's a rape joke. It's a
rape joke. Oh no! Triggers.
Trigger made a trigger warning.
I like how the dub made the joke like, you think I like being dressed like a hoe?
Oh my god. I'm already gonna piss off my friend over this. Oh my god. But anyway, yeah. The way I see it, as long as you don't go around bashing people that don't agree with you, the way I see it, identifying as an otaku, gamer, what have you, is
as long as that's not, the problem is it's okay to be that, as long as that's not all that you are, as long as you don't associate the word with the entirety of your being. And I understand that because I've had that problem many times. But you have to think about yourself and what the heck you are in order to separate enough so that you don't, when no one's even talking about you and they talk about the concept, you don't see it as a personal attack against you. And I feel like a hypocrite for saying that because I've done the exact same damn thing, and then it's been pointed out to me. I'm like, oh God, you guys are right. You weren't even talking about me, yet I made it about me because that's all I could see myself as.
Yeah,
True.
I mean, I get, why it would be problematic, for the whole not all X thing. I mean, I get that. Okay, here's how I think we solve this whole dilemma, of fandom infighting and all that stuff. Here's what I believe should happen. I mean, are you ready, people? Here's what you do. Call out the people that razz on Fujiyoshi. Call out the people that do all the death threats is because they have an opinion they don't agree with. The way I see it, if we do that, we can make, fandom, not
like how, when Free came
word.
out. Like when Free came out, a few certain individuals were like, "This is the death of Kyon," the fact that because they're not, or people were like going back and like saying, see, Kyon, he's doing a non-moe show.
They were both wrong.
And I'm like thinking to myself, because I'm a huge Kyoani fan, but I don't really care about Free. And it's like, whatever.
Heck, I don't know why I'm still watching it. I think it's just obligation now. I get what people like about it, and it makes me laugh sometimes, but it's clearly not meant for me.
It's not my thing,
They can
I actually would be if they were more Shota-ish.
Yeah.
Hey, they are flashbacks. When they're obviously voiced by girls and their voices don't match their bodies.
If there were those flashbacks, the show would be much more digestible to me. It's a little too. They're a little too muscular. But that again, it's not my thing. So I leave it at that. Um, but there's also people who all right, well, you of course know about the whole brony thing.
Yeah, the whole brony thing. Yeah,
And I'm like,
I want to say this. I mean, I know not all bronies are bad, but granted, I used to be those people that I used to razz on bronies a lot, but I kind of calmed down on doing that because I kind of feel like, okay, I'm being kind of a jerk for razzing on bronies and people who wear fedoras. I used to kind of be those people, then I realized, I think I'm being a dick here. I think I should stop.
Well,
my
the problem
thing
is
is
the whole not all thing goes with the whole reason people get mad about that is because it just goes without saying. It's like, well, obviously, but the thing is, it's like someone's doing that so they don't feel bad about themselves while trying to feign any kind of responsibility for trying to deal with the situation or fix the group. But the thing is, a lot of people in the group, of course, they're powerless to change it. People don't have to listen to you. You can't do anything about it, and this is the name you're known by, so of course you're going to be called that. So what do you do about it when there's nothing you can do to change it? The only thing I can think of is try and get out of it, but it's like, what if you genuinely like this? You shouldn't have to get out of it because other people are this awful, but at the same time, just do whatever it takes to not associate with the scumbags.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Is like, basically, it gets problematic to me when people start just only associating, like, oh, you have a Moe avatar? You're the shit lord. You are shit. You're probably a conservative. You probably voted for Romney. That kind of thing.
yeah. Oh, I love that in like was it conservative Moe fans or Republican Moe fans? Dude, where have they gotten these? Where do they get these notions from? My assessment where they get that is they took I forgot his name, but the guy that was really a troll and specifically trolled to get people aroused. I forgot his name. That guy on Twitter.
Is that the guy with that? I forget that. It sounds.
The guy who seems a lot like a bot and always ends it with the same wordplay.
Yeah, he's basically. He says things specifically.
Like same conservative brownie thing.
Average guy.
He basically says things to get a rouse out of people, but some people thought
Moe Killer X.
No, not him. Not him.
Oh, okay.
Oh God. I bet K Gods is screaming out if he's watching this like no like saying his name, and I'm like, I just can't remember that guy's name.
Okay, some real-time comments. Also from Time Enforcer Anubis, the head host of NTR Radio.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of people can only associate the word fan with the awful people in the fandom, and he also goes on to say, I'm getting further and further from the idea of calling out the toxic people in fandoms, to be honest. My thing is, why is it my responsibility to police these people? Why am I being associated with their bad behavior? Well, yeah, you kind of make a good point. It's like, not everyone has to be the, like, ambassador for, like, the Moe or what have you, that kind of thing. I mean, I really don't know how to really respond to that, but it's like, the way
I don't know what to do about the situation either. A lot of times I feel selfish because I just play and ignore problems and just want to talk about shows and games I like. Yeah. Because I realize there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, it's like, for the most part, I'm a guy that just likes to avoid all conflict if possible.
Well, hell, I'm like, oh, I could say something about this, but then half of you will hate me. So, hey, how about this show I'm watching?
Yeah. But yeah, it just seems real kind of crappy that we kind of have to, that the whole fandom police concept has to be like all, Time Enforcer New is like the person who took Junichi Heart seriously.
That's it. That's the guy I'm talking about. Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
I remember Junichi Heart. I remember him because he wrote an article about, I'm a lolicon, I admit it! And then all of a sudden, like, he wrote an article called, What the Fuck, I'm Being Fired.
Oh, no, that wasn't Junichi Heart. That was someone else, but...
Oh, okay.
That was someone else, but that was a fake thing too. But yeah, no, but basically people looked at that and thought that's what Moe fans are like, being very, and except that's not. I've had people
Okay.
call me.
Well, then I'll just do that for everything.
I've had
I'll
people.
find a really creepy weirdo Simpsons fan and be like, well, can't enjoy The Simpsons anymore. What's that? You really like Breaking Bad? Well, I'm going to find the grossest, creepiest Breaking Bad fan. Can't like that anymore. I'm going to find... I will find someone who will ruin everything for you, and then you'll have...
Apparently, I've been called the worst anime fan.
Oh, you're hardly.
You're the WAF?
I'm the worst anime fan. I've been called.
Oh, you like hentai? Oh, you're killing the anime fandom.
You like Moe? I bet you're a pedophile. Yeah, that's the thing I despise.
Oh.
You like Moe, or you even like, all right, I'm of course I've admitted I'm a lolicon fan.
Yeah, I'm a
lolicon. I look at all the comic LOs. I don't get. But. What was it? Oh, but this is pedophile. It's like, no, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
The reason, okay, I was gonna save this for like that episode, but I get real pissed off whenever someone calls me a pedophile for admitting that I like lolicon stuff. But here's the reason why this gets to me. Number one, I'm an uncle, and the thought of me doing that to like actual children, I want to jump out of the building. I want to jump out of the building thinking about that. That shit. That stuff. I mean, here's the thing. I've always believed in the concept of separate fantasy from reality, separate reality from fantasy, that kind of thing.
By the way, there's an excellent documentary I watched. You need to watch, and it actually mentioned Japan in this, called it makes it sound like it's a man-hating feminist thing, but it's actually not. It's called All Men Are Pedophiles. Yeah.
That sounds intriguing by the title alone.
Pretty good article. There's a trailer on YouTube, and the Japan part is mentioned in that too.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, even more real-time comments. Even back when I did the Ancast episode, I should say this is Anubis, my whole thing was that I'm not the ambassador for the Moe fandom, though at the same time, I'm tempted to call myself the Moe fandom ambassador just to prove that it doesn't need one.
Well, it's not like any of us are high-ranking or that well-known. It's like we can't control a group we're not leaders of.
Well, the problem is there's so few people calling out this shit, that the one guy that does, few people that do, get called the ambassador or something.
Well, as I was saying, policing is a job. I don't have time for that.
Yeah, I have some more HidamariCast to watch, and I have a job to attend to that involves being baked.
I'm sorry, I just realized how selfish that sounds. But at the same, come on, I'll do it tomorrow.
I mean, yeah, you got a point, Keikaku. You got a point. You really do. I mean, at the same time, we should probably, walk up to the.
I have perverted drawings to draw.
Yeah, and most of all, it's like, I mean, yeah, sometimes I'll go to a person like, hey, dude, knock it off.
Which, by the way, I was called out on that in art school, too, because, I like drawing this type of stuff I did. And
drawing what you like. Who the fuck cares?
Because...
As long as you don't rub it in people's
faces.
Well,
there were people that were like, art has to be... All art is political. Yeah.
My Campbell soup is very political.
Give me a break.
Also, what is it? Yeah, all art is political, and it's like.
Okay, then riddle me this: how come most of the most revered drawings are of nude women?
But it's art. It's not porn. It's not porn. Yeah.
Oh, what you're drawing is porn. I mean, I can kind of see why.
Yeah, like we're gonna get a lecture from Bullwinkle.
I can see why Anubis would hate the term art. I mean, personally, I don't mind the term art myself because I don't use it to
I
disparage.
don't hate art. Was it? I love art. I don't have a problem with even artists. It's the art or art culture. It's that certain type of artist, which is the
A stuck-up artist kind of thing.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I've had to deal with some of those in high school.
Like the
I went
director
to
of
an
Troll
art school.
2. You understand nothing.
I went to an art school myself, and I kind of had to deal with some of that stuff. I mean, at the same time, it's kind of like why I am the person I am today. So as a result, and
Oh,
yeah,
by the way, there was a part in that anime course I told you about where in the Susan Napier book they were talking about there was a chapter about hentai.
and they didn't read it.
One girl refused to read it. She didn't
Oh.
want to read about it.
Oh my god.
And it was like the teacher was like to me, "Oh, maybe you should have VZ explain because he's an expert on this stuff." And you know, it's like,
Oh yeah, I can totally explain to you what Bible Black is. Oh my god.
which by the way, the
No.
reference in the book was Yorosika Doji, which is an awesome anime, and I recommend it. But it's not. I don't. Well, it's hentai in the true sense of the word. You know, the fontanetical. You know what I'm talking about, like the true definition of hentai,
Phonetical.
but not. But it's not fat material.
Yeah.
You can't fat to it. I always put
I'm so
hentai in the
confused.
categories of there's hentai that's like historical. You know, it has a sort of historical importance to
Like Green
medium.
Lemon, for instance.
Yeah, Cream Lemon, Overfiend. There's or just the artwork for it. There's hentai that's for the other reason.
For the morbidly curious kind of thing.
Well, there's for your self indulgence.
Yes.
And then there's the hentai that's so over the top. Whatever fetish is like so this obviously like really extreme. Like stuff like pigeon blood or oh god, and Anubis must be punching the screen now trying to remember the name. Not night shift nurses, but the other one with scat.
Oh god.
Bondage game.
Oh.
How did we
I
get to
think I
this?
told
discussion?
Anubis this.
Or Euphoria. Euphoria is a great because it's so disgusting.
Oh,
I
you mean the
don't-
game that's actually going to come out here?
Yeah, but there's been anime for that too. It's
Not the NES game. That's not the
Use
one
this
we're talking about.
stuff.
Euphoria. Not the Euphoria you're thinking of. That one I talked about one time. That
Okay.
no
not-
Euphoria is just really. It's basically imagine if the Saw series was a hentai.
Oh god.
No
That's.
thanks.
Oh.
All right, it's basically like a survival thing where these characters are locked in a room, and they basically have to do these certain things. Otherwise, because they have collars around their neck.
Yeah, but overall, yeah. I mean, I really hope one day we can stop putting these stupid lines in the sand that I'm more feminist than you. I mean, full disclosure, to a certain extent I consider myself feminist in the sense that I just believe that women
I
should
just,
should
I
be
of
able to do
course,
what the hell they please without
I
being
agree with
bashed.
feminist ideals. I just don't call myself one because I don't feel like I have any right to. Because it's like, well, what good do I do to the cause? I don't really do
Yeah.
anything, so
I
I don't
can
deserve to
understand.
call myself one. It's not a matter of not wanting to; it's a matter of not earning it.
Well,
Yeah.
it's the whole neo-feminism that's taken over the actual meaning of
Anything is pretty much bad.
Like Neo Zeon.
or the third, or also called third wave feminism, which isn't even feminism. It's not even like women are equal to men. It's basically men should be destroyed and
Oh, come on! Anyone who claims to believe that is just trolling you.
Yeah, like the whole I bathe in male tears thing.
yeah.
Kill
I
all
want
men.
I want
Okay,
you
I'll
to
get
look
right on
up.
that.
I want you to look up a fucking lunatic called Big Red.
Yeah. I think I remember you making fun of her like on that one NTR from like months.
No one's really like that. Don't worry, we're
there was
fine.
basically
Fine.
there was a men's rights activist session going on.
Oh
Her and her feminist walk in. They pull the fire alarm, which is illegal.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
It was like, we stopped the thing, you know.
Aren't MRAs legally classified as hate groups in a bunch of places now?
That's funny. Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, we better sign off before we get.
How did we even get to this?
Yeah, before we get more into shitland.
It's like, hey, this is disgusting and gross, and let's talk about even more uncomfortable stuff.
My triggers! Oh, I'm so. This stuff is bothering me.
Okay, all right. So, yeah. If you want to check out Hidamari Sketch, you could buy it from Amazon.com or
Right stuff.
Right stuff.
And you can find the Hidamari Sketch manga, as known as Sunshine Sketch, at any of your local libraries or any bookstores and Amazon.com and the like. But yeah, I'm Cube the Third. And you can.
I'm Keikaku Cat.
I'm VZmkII.
And even though it's bad to be a fan every time we say it, this is Otaku Midnight. Okay, stop the podcast.